if we treat our students like prisoners with too many rules, just getting them to be compliant, are we robbing them of the opportunity to grow stronger in their ability to govern one's self? Let's suppose that you are someone that has to catch the bus early in the morning. And when you go outside to catch the bus, it is cold, it is windy, it is raining. And guess what? Throwing a hat on is going to be a whole lot easier than trying to fix your hair that's going to get all messed up in that weather where you have to wait for who knows how long on that bus. So when you get to school, the last thing you want to do when you walk in is to take your hat off and then have your hair all messed up and weatherized like it was when you're having to wait on that bus. And some people might not understand this if you always get a nice heated ride to school and dropped off and sent in. But if you have to wait on that bus outside, having a hat on might really be a necessity when you're out there in that weather wearing a hood, right? So that's something to consider. Or it's a no hat rule inadvertently hurting some students that might really help them come to school more. If someone wears a hat, they're told it looks unprofessional, that you have to do what your job tells you to do. But let's be honest. How many jobs out there really don't allow you to wear a hat? Because I can think of many jobs such as an electrician, a mechanic, a plumber, farmer. Heck, if you look at a lot of these billionaire CEOs, guess what? They're wearing hats in a lot of their interviews. So I even question how true it is that the workforce, you can't wear a hat. If you look at the service industry, you're made to wear a hat at a lot of jobs. And so I'm not sure how true it is in today's world that you're not allowed to wear a hat at your business. Speaking of which, often we tell someone in a hat that's unprofessional. But if they were to show up in a tie, you would say, oh, no, that's great. You can wear a tie. A tie is a professional look. And I'm not bashing ties. I wear ties when I want to look sharp sometimes. It's part of the culture. Okay, cool. But here's the thing. Which one could you harm someone with more, a tie or a hat? Because it's real easy to come behind somebody and strangle someone with the tie. In fact, and more so than just bringing up the question about hats or no hats, I feel like it's important for our schools to help students learn that rules are based on logic and reason and help them see the larger logic and reason of why these rules help create a safer environment for themselves and for others. Now, I bring this up because due to contrary belief, I believe students are very responsible when giving meaningful responsibility. And it's really important that we don't overcrowd the space with too many nitpicky rules, because then some of the really important ones that do have a huge impact on our students' lives, on the safety and well-being of everyone, get lumped in that same category as some of these that's like, okay. And the more time and energy we save our teachers from having to police and monitor everything the student's doing, the more our eyes can focus and be fresh on some of the more important things that are actually larger safety issues than who has a hat on and who doesn't. And the same thing, the more our students can focus on big picture topics, the more they will feel like they have freedom and be willing to engage in actual responsibility, self-awareness. So I think it's important in 2025 and beyond that we don't just keep doing things out of habit because that's the way we've always done them, or keep saying, well, because I said so. There's always going to be some of that because I said so at any job, at any place you go, I get it. But the more we can take that out and replace it with, here's a logical reason why this is a rule that is consistent with our larger overall objectives, the more human beings can buy into that and understand it, and the better things function. So I think for many of our students, the ability to wear a hat makes it easier to come to school when you don't have to worry about fixing your hair, or you don't have to worry about if you have the money to get the right haircut, or if you had a horrible haircut you feel like, you can just come throw a hat on and go to school. It can make you feel more confident or comfortable. Heck, if you're dealing with a bald spot, throwing a hat on is a way to feel like, hey, I can just go teach, or whatever. So anyway, to each their own. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that in the comments. And thank you to all the administrators who do make an ongoing effort to revise, reform, and look at rules to ask ourselves, what's going to help us accomplish our ultimate goal of helping our students learn self-responsibility with internal motivation rather than just compliance. Thank you.
Together we learn, together we grow, together we heal, together we flow. Be cool, every teacher, every school. Be cool, every teacher, every school. Be cool, every school.